Hey, what's up, Kelechi? Big 20, it's not a small thing, though. How you doing this?
Very pleased. Well, I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling good.
Uh,
Like you said, big 20, not the little one.
and I'm seeing a bottle of.
Okay. So basically, right, someone gifted my mom this bottle when I was born. My auntie
Are
said
you
when I was two,
serious?
yeah, but I'm thinking it was when I was born. That's what both my parents said. So I think it was when I was born. And we've been planning on opening it when I turn 20. I've already started
Wow.
drinking it, but I meant to drink it today, be my 20th birthday. So yeah, that's literally all I'm about today,
It's so nice. And that's
right?
that's very sweet of the person.
I don't even know who the person is, but shout out the
Are you
person anyways. I don't
serious?
remember who
I
it
really
is.
need to know.
Fairs. Okay.
Okay, so moving on, I have like 20 questions I want to ask you because you're turning
I've
20.
already turned 20.
Oh, yes, you've turned 20.
Hi, Baba. Could you give me a second, please?
Hi, Kayla.
Could you give me 2 seconds? I'll get back to you, okay? If you're going to stay there, you have to be quiet. You hear? Give me 1 second. Let me reapply. You have to be very quiet. Okay.
Okay, so your first question is what or who is your biggest support system?
That's a very good question. Honestly, family and friends. Um, I remember when I didn't want to tell my parents about my YouTube channel just because I just felt like I didn't think it was ready. But my dad found it and he was just like, "Tell me all these things. You shouldn't be keeping this from me." He even made this video helping me promote the YouTube channel
Wow.
and stuff like that.
So what's your great You're not done. You're not done. You're not done.
Um, yeah, my dad. I think my dad, my mom, my family and friends. And honestly, like aside from that, I have like I would say not like mutuals on social media. Like when they discovered I started doing YouTube and stuff, they were very like receptive, and I always get the kindest words from strangers online. Honestly, so in
Okay.
addition to family and friends, I'd say mutuals on social media.
Okay, so they are your support system.
System, yes.
All right. So what's your greatest achievement this year? This year.
Honestly, back in my law degree, of course, I talk about it all
Ah,
the time. That's
drum
like
rolls. At this point, it's not
like
easy.
it's not. I say it all the time. Like I say it all the time. My biggest flex is having a law degree. So I say my degree, and obviously starting radio. I think radio was a very big one for me as well.
Okay. So what's your number one life principle? The number
Mind over
one
matter. Mind over matter.
mind over
Yeah,
matter.
it's something I'm trying to obviously execute more, like apply more into my life. But I think it's something I really believe in because if your mind is straight, like your body would follow. And I think I watched Beyonce's movie Renaissance, and she said something similar that the body is like it's easy to like get the body moving. The mind is the hardest part. So if you
Yes.
master your mind, that's it. And like also having your mind like think beyond your current situation, think beyond where you are at now. I think
Mm,
that's a big one as well.
all right. How has being a graduate been so far?
Serious question. That's a good question. It's been okay. I'm still in school, so I'm doing my master's, so it's not necessarily
All right. All
this
right.
crazy experience, out of body experience. I'm still in the system, but
Okay.
being a graduate is it's cool.
Okay, so where do you pray to see yourself like in the next 5 years?
That's a very, very, very good question. In the next 5 years, I'd be 25. Um, Honestly, I want to be making big moves. I would love to be a presenter at a very, established place. Or I just really want to be doing well for myself. Sometimes I think I know what I want, but I just keep telling myself that God could surprise me and even make it bigger than what
And
I
what you're
think.
expecting?
So obviously I'd love to be presenting 5 years from now. Like I want to be established as a presenter and stuff. But honestly, I just want God to surprise me.
Okay. So what's your motivation?
What motivates me?
Yeah. to doing this presenting
Live
stuff and achieving all this? What's motivating you?
honestly, I want comfort, comfort in excess.
Okay.
Word to budge, word to budge into new. He said that lyric in the song, and I feel like that's like my life mantra. I want comfortability in excess. I want to be able to create beyond, my mind. I want to just access. I want to be able to create without thinking about, funding or thinking about who's going to pick this up. I just want to be able to like create without limitations. Basically, that's honestly what I live for.
All right. So how has the last 2 decades been?
The last 2 decades, it's been okay. It's been calm, very exciting. But I feel like I'm stepping into a more intentional, purposeful decade. So I'm looking forward to seeing what my 20s gives me.
Okay, so what's your favorite childhood experience?
I think all the birthday parties I did as a kid, those were
Yeah.
crazy. Like starting from grandma's house before
Yes.
my dad now did this house, and then we started doing the
Yes.
parties in this house. I
Yeah.
think all my birthdays in December.
Yes.
Those are core memories.
Yeah. Okay, so now what era is this in your life? Like what are you going to hashtag this era you're entering?
Hmm. Hashtag pushing the gas
Okay. I saw
because
that on your one of your
yeah,
handles.
hashtag pushing the gas because I think for 19, I said even on the post that that was like my first year living in my purpose. Actually, not just saying this is what I want to do, but actually doing it. So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to taking it to another level this decade, this entire decade. I want to learn, I want to grow. Obviously, I want to like reach all my heights, but in addition to that, I want to also like see significant growth. I want by 21, I'd be like, wow,
Yeah.
20 did was fabulous. By 22, I want to be like, wow, 21 was amazing. I want every year to be significant to my growth.
Okay. All right. So this is it. Do you have any regrets in the past years of your life? What are they and what would you have done better?
Regrets. I wouldn't say regrets, but I'd say moving forward, I don't want to procrastinate as much as I did. um I want that back to the mind over matter thing I was talking about. I want to be able to say I want to do something now and get to it. I don't want to waste. Ati Ezinne! She's inside. I don't want to waste any time, and I think that's the biggest thing. I don't regret. Hello, this one is not for you, my love. You might take him outside. This is not for you.
Okay.
Procrastination. That's the, like, I did it a lot in my past decade, in my last year. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that anymore, and I want to work towards not procrastinating as much as I used to do.
Okay. So what keeps you going in your tough times?
What?
What keeps you going in your tough times?
Music. I love to listen to music. I love to analyze it. I think it's a beautiful escape. I don't even watch movies as much. I listen to music more than I watch. I watch movies. I listen to music more than I watch movies. I think it's my only. That's the biggest source of media I consume. So, my
Okay,
love.
so who is your go-to person?
What do you mean?
Your go-to person, like when you're down and all of this, who is the first person like you just pick up your phone and call, see what's going on, like
Honestly, I have a friend. Her name is Jewel.
okay.
Jewel is like, I always tell her anytime I speak to her, it's like she breathes life into me because I mean I've always known like what I was capable of, but Jewel has always been able to
Push you.
voice it out.
Yeah.
And Jewel has always been able to voice it out and tell me that, like, just tell me what I need to hear. And anytime I have finished having a conversation with her, it's like, okay, I'm ready to like push the gas. I'm ready to like, do something huge. Her, I'd also say Eddie Young, because Eddie Young is a YouTube. She's also a YouTube. Eddie Young is a YouTuber as well, and she's one of my closest friends. And two of us were like, there's the energy when we're talking about our ideas, when we're talking about our goals, when we're talking about our dreams. That's one of my biggest motivations as well. Seeing my peers just like, honestly, a lot of my peers doing things. I'd say Siaga as well. Um, who else? I can't think of anyone right now. But Siaga, Eddie Diong, Jewel, just any of my mates, any of my colleagues doing things like putting their mind into something and executing. That's my favorite genre. So any, even like artist wise, like let's say Rema, Ira Star, just being young and achieving goals as big as that. I think that's my biggest motivation. My peers doing big things.
All right. So, how is your mental health?
That's a very lovely question. Honestly, I'm chilling. But I know that the biggest thing for myself, the biggest thing that attacks my mental is me. I'm quite hard on myself. But I'm learning how to be easygoing, and I'm just learning balance. I'm trying to learn balance. And going back to the mind over matter thing, I want to control my mind a bit more, so that I can be able to execute. That's all that, like literally, that's all that matters to me.
Okay.
So for my mental health, I'm in a good space.
All right. So, what's your most comfortable outfit?
That's a good question. It's funny. It's so funny you bring that up because I'm taking this year to becoming more experimental with clothing. Um, so I wouldn't say I know for a fact what I like, but I do like a lot of androgynous styles, but more like extreme masculine outfits with extreme feminine outfits together. I really like that.
Okay.
But I'm taking this year to kind of explore my style. But back to outfits, my favorite outfit. I think right now my jorts. I love my jorts. So yeah,
Okay. So, what's your favorite body part? What's your favorite body part?
my face.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything you want to share with us? Is there anything you want to tell us?
I've got all the question.
Okay. So,
Anything I want to tell you. Honestly, chase your dreams.
okay.
There is nothing more fulfilling than putting your mind to something and doing it. No matter what it is, it doesn't have to be creative, but putting your mind into something and then executing. I think there's nothing more phenomenal than that.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are you proud of from the 20 years you've spent far back? What are you proud of? What's one thing I can tell you?
You can tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
You just achieved everything at 20. Not like everything, you just finished graduating at 19. The age, not like you bagged it, but like the age in which you bagged it. I think
Yeah.
it's a flex.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But
So,
also back to one thing you said. You said one of my friends I could call, like reach out to. Itunu too. I have a friend. Her name is Itunu. She prays for me, and I don't know. I just love. I think that's been the highlight of her. That's been the highlight of my relationship with her. Like she prays for me, and it's just. I just love it. So she's amazing. So I appreciate my relationship with her.
okay. So, how do you feel generally turning 20? Like, do you feel like there's a sense of responsibility? People are looking
I
at
think I've been
you.
feeling like I'm the oldest kid, so like I've
Okay.
always felt that sense of responsibility. 20 doesn't make it different. For me,
Okay.
20 is just like, hey, I'm turning 20, but like responsibilities has always been there. Duty has always been there. I don't think there's anything changed. I mean, if they
Okay.
will elevate, but I'm not surprised by that, or I'm not. I won't say I'm anxious about it because like I already know that's part of the job.
Okay. So, how well do you commune with God?
I mean, I'm working towards being more intentional with my relationship with God, but I find so much joy, spending time with Him, speaking to Him. Every night before my birthday, I always write on my notes app like this long prayer and affirmation for myself. That's not even like a New Year's resolution thing. It's just more, wow, last day being 19, for instance, I put down this prayers for myself. I affirm myself. It's like it's me talking to myself and God, and I think that's the highlight of my relationship with Him. So yeah,
Okay. So, this is the 20th question, and
already, I love answering questions.
I
I
know
love answering questions.
it's not my fault you're turning 20, for turn 30. Okay,
Okay,
so what and what are we expecting from you in this new decade? What are we going to be looking out for?
honestly, I'm just going to say I'm anticipating what God has for me. But in addition to that, I can speak for the first quarter of the year. I'm extremely excited for the content I have coming out. As soon as I'm back in Abuja, there are a lot of things, a lot of phenomenal people I'm going to be speaking to. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think like I found, this thing where you've just found your thing, and I feel like I found my thing, and I just want to keep moving with it. And I'm very excited, especially like I said, for this first quarter. I'm very excited about what I'm going to be using my time to do, the people I'm going to be spending time with, the people I'm going to be interviewing, all that good stuff. I'm absolutely looking forward to that. So stay tuned. And this is just the beginning, honestly. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you very much for telling us all this.
Thank you, Vera. My cousin is at the back. So shout out, Vera.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.